I got the world saying who's that? You the illest and prove that. Pull up your bootstraps. Try walking in my shoes. Even when I felt useless, I spit the most ruthless. We fighting like roosters. You fall in my footsteps. And when I'm down, I fight hardest. So I go the farthest, the most honest artist. Try walking in my shoes. Murder you is my new twist. You grabbing your crucifix, can't walk in my footsteps. You fall down in my footsteps. I keep a permanent screw face. These cowards is too fake, hanging you by your shoelace. I have your neck in the blue brace, your spine in the metal plate, your limbs in the suitcase. I diss the bitches that you chase. I move at a new pace, squeeze aim like the toothpaste. You move units, but whose taste? They say that I'm too crazed, the real Bobby Boucher. You only got a few days to guard your grill and to pay. I'm the hero that you praise. I got dangerous ways. I have you licking Kool-Aid, floating in the pool dead. You in the bed that you made. Where's that gangster you played? I can't even tell you who's safe. I make niggas lose faith. I make niggas lose teeth. They choose fate. Not giving a fuck what you say, cause now it's for currency. You can't walk in my shoes. I got my dues paid. I got the world saying who's that? You the illest and prove that. Pull up your bootstraps. Try walking in my shoes. Even when I felt useless, I spit the most ruthless. We fighting like roosters. You fall in my footsteps. And when I'm down, I fight hardest. So I go the farthest, the most honest artist. Try walking in my shoes. Murder you is my new twist. You grabbing you.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Extreme Global Wrestling League, XGWL. We are live from the Staples Center in Los Angeles, California. I am Joel Knight, and I'm going to be calling it here tonight, and making his way to the ring is the owner, XtremeTony. XtremeTony's got quite a few announcements to make as we are going to kick off this show. That's right, Charge episode 65, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, making his way to the ring is El Jefe. He is the owner of the XGWL. He is XtremeTony. And if you watched episode 64, he is the new addition to the he's a new addition to the Ultimate Championship match. And it's been 2 years since XtremeTony's been in an Ultimate title match. So we're going to see what can happen. If XtremeTony can reclaim the championship belt, or will Jonathan Magnum walk out, or will Patrick Hamburg perform the upset? But anyway, XtremeTony is making his way to the ring, and the staff is getting the podium ready for him. The fans here in Los Angeles, California, this is somewhat of a homecoming for XtremeTony. Proud native of California. Well, ladies and gentlemen, here's the card. Paul Berlin will be taking on Slash. And of course, Slash is one half of the tag team champions. We'll be taking on Paul Berlin, and his partner, Richie Stein, will be taking on Byron Herarte. And these two, once again, Byron is one half of the tag team champions. And here's a match we've been waiting to see. Sarah Warfield versus V13. Sarah Warfield's been one of the enemies in XGWL of the Collective, and now since the Collective has fallen apart, and ladies and gentlemen, later on tonight, the main event, it's going to be the Great D versus Patrick Hamburg. If Patrick Hamburg does not succeed in winning this matchup, the Great D will be inserted into the Ultimate Championship match. And so far, it's up to a triple threat match. Will Great D make it into a fatal four-way? Anyone making their way to the ring is big business. Chad Miller has a beef with Trey Steele as he is making his way to the ring. It's going to be quite the contest here. Trey Steele is a very big power lifter, but Chad Miller, he's a big man. Anyway, what happened was, like a show ago, they beat the crap out of Trey Steele. I mean, that was just ridiculous. I think it was Trey Steele lost to Mike Mexico lost to Trey Steele. Trey Steele keeping his winning streak intact here in XGWL. Anyway, we're going to see what will happen here. As Chad Miller will be taking on, according to my notes, Chad Miller will be taking on Trey Steele. And of course, he's being accompanied by his running buddy. He is being accompanied by Mike Mexico. And anyway, it's going to be quite an interesting matchup. And quite an interesting night, to be honest with you. There's going to be a new, well, cage match going on. The winner, of course, if Patrick Hamburg wins, Great D's out of the match, and Great D, if he wins, he's in the match for the Ultimate title in the House 4. But and now making his way to the ring is one of the draft picks for XGWL. He is Trey Steele. As Trey Steele is making his way to the ring, the fans have taken a liking to this guy. He is one of the Minnesotans that fans have been really getting behind. Of course, there had to be at least one that they liked. I mean, think about it, CJ Logan, he's not exactly, well, we already know what's been going on with CJ Logan. I don't know what his goal and what his intentions are, but anyway, Trey Steele making his way to the ring. He's in the ring right now. The fans are on their feet here. And very strange theme song there. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry folks, my notes are all screwed up. According to this, Great D, oh, not Great D, what the hell am I saying? Apollo and, crap, I can't even think right now. Apollo and Trey Steele will be taking on Big Business. I'm sorry folks, I really thought that was just going to be a one-on-one contest. I wasn't totally sure on that. Nobody clued me in on it. But yeah, making his way to the ring is Apollo, and Apollo's been looking forward to trying to rekindle his fire and trying to recapture something in XGWL. Maybe the pro title, maybe the pure title, some kind of a title belt. As Apollo, he's been struggling in his career, to be honest with you. When he won the pro title for the first time, he lost it a month later to Zodiac, and that was sort of disappointing, considering Apollo trained really well. He's one of those really old school type of mat grappling wrestlers, very technical. Anyway, he and Trey Steele will be taking on the tag team of Big Business, and make no mistake about it, Big Business were once tag team champions here in XGWL, to my recollection. But anyway, here we go. Starting things off, Apollo and Mike Mexico. Collar Noble tie-up. And Apollo now with a nice fireman's carry takeover. And Mike Mexico doesn't even hesitate to use a low blow on Apollo. Now, after the missed elbow drop attempt, Apollo went to whip him in. There was a reversal, and he drops down and just chops him right across the chest. Mike Mexico pounding the mat, trying to prove his dominance here. Apollo now whipping him into whipping Mike Mexico into the corner now. Trey Steele, oh, open wide, just gets hit right in the midsection with that big right hand. Now Trey Steele just throwing him down like a rag doll. And Trey Steele with an elbow to the back of the head. Now Mike Mexico showing absolutely no respect to the rookie known as Trey Steele. Trey Steele now with a jab, a few shots, and then follows it up with a big clothesline. Now Mike Mexico has pushed him away. And there's go behind by Mike Mexico. Mexico now up on top. It's a Momo clutch. And no, Trey Steele was way too close to the ropes for that to be a 1 count or even any count. Anyway, shot to the back of the head, follows it up with another shot and a kick to the midsection. And had him in a headlock. Kick in the midsection now. And a running drop kick right to the side of the head of Trey Steele. I think if you're the smaller Mike Mexico, you might want to take Trey Steele off his feet and keep him there. Anyway, now Trey Steele whips him into the buckles. In comes Apollo after the tag. Double hip toss. Nicely done there by Apollo and Trey Steele. There's a jawbreaker there by Mike Mexico. And now follows it up with a snapmare. Now what's going to happen? Mike Mexico now getting hit with a few shots there by Apollo. Apollo now, wait. Apollo going for the Cobra Twist. He's got it on the Cobra Twist, and Trey Steele breaks up any interference attempts by Chad Miller. Mike Mexico with a hip toss and follows it up with a nice moonsault. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, later on tonight, the main event will be the Great D versus Patrick Hamburg. And if Patrick Hamburg does not defeat Great D is in the title match at in the House 4. He will be taking on, he will be one of the additions. And to be honest with you, I don't know. It seems a little bit unfair considering the fact. I just gotta say this much, okay? I don't care how much people hate Patrick Hamburg. Doesn't it seem a little weird that XtremeTony put himself in a title matchup, and then Great D somehow gets it? Forget it. You know what? None of my business. But anyway, yeah, there was an arm drag. But yeah, it just seems like there's a little bit too much favoritism there. You know, I'm pretty sure there's other people on the roster that could deserve a title shot. You know, what about Chad Miller? I don't think he's ever gotten a, well, probably one time against Zodakai. But anyway, now Chad Miller going to work on Apollo. Apollo now, they kick to the midsection on Chad Miller. Miller with a reversal of the Irish whip. And wow, he just plows him down in the corner. Now what's he going to do here? Oh, man. Bending STO, that bending inverted STO. He just nailed him with it. Now goes for the cover. One. And Trey Steele makes sure that doesn't get anywhere near a 3 count. Breaks it up with a double axe handle to the back of the head. Now, I think Chad Miller was a little distracted there. Apollo took a moment to try to take advantage, but Chad Miller was well aware of it. Now Mike Mexico. Chad Miller now. Trey Steele is holding on to him. Chad Miller is in a dire situation here. Trey Steele just lets him go. I don't know what the hell that was about. Now Trey Steele, well, not Trey Steele, Apollo getting wailed on. And followed up with an elbow drop. I gotta say, at 400 pounds, Chad Miller makes every small move into a big one. So it's definitely something that Apollo should be watching out for. Apollo with a nice arm drag. Anyway, like I said about that small move. Now wait a minute. There's a hot tag. Here comes Trey Steele. Trey Steele. Whoa. Trey Steele wants to go. Trey Steele was feeling it, but Chad Miller totally stopped it. Now what's he doing here? He's got a hold of Chad Miller's leg. That's another thing he should be doing. Taking out the big man, taking out his legs. Now after Chad Miller with a knee to the midsection, punch to the midsection. And Big Business has the definite advantage in this tag match. They've been a tag team a lot longer than Trey Steele and Apollo. Apollo and Trey Steele are just found a common enemy here. And oh, there's a running clothesline right in the corner. Falls it up with the elbow right into the sternum. Now what's he gonna plan on doing here? Mike Mexico went to go. I'm sorry, Chad Miller went to go grab him, and it was a reversal. Sorry, folks, if I get really confused, it's because I'm off. Anyway, now there's a drops down in front of him. And, oh man, what a Rydeen bomb there by Trey Steele. And now went for the cover, but not even a 1 count. Chad Miller too strong to be kept down like that. There was a running clothesline there by Miller, just knocking Trey Steele's dreadlocks right into the 5th row. After that double axe handle, went for another one, but there was a miss. Whips him into the corner. Oh, what a clubbing blow. Now Chad Miller. He's got him up in the Canadian rack, and oh wow, just slams him right into that buckle. And Apollo trying to reach in and grab Chad Miller, but no avail. It was an arm wringer. Punch there by Trey Steele. There's a reversal. Now Trey Steele sort of taking on the tag team of Big Business by himself with those punches. Now wait, tags in Apollo. Wait, what's he gonna do here? He whips him in. There's a job toe hold and an elbow drop to the to the back. Now, Big Business. Chad Miller, just pushing him back. Chad Miller after the kick to the midsection. He's got the chance to tag in Mike Mexico here. And here we go. Tagging to Mike Mexico. Chad Miller now with the power. A rocket launcher. He hit him with a rocket launcher. Now Mike Mexico is on top of Apollo. He is just headbutting him. Apollo is just getting his clock cleaned. He's getting beaten up right there. Mike Mexico going back to his style of brawling. Now wait, there's a go behind. And Apollo now with an atomic drop. Nicely done there by Apollo. It's a kick in the midsection, but Apollo, he's feeling it. He's feeling his ribs. He's hurting. Now wait a minute. And there's another tag. Here we go, baby. Oh, there goes Mike Mexico. There goes Chad Miller. Wait, no. Oh, wow. Chad Miller just outsmarted Trey Steele on that one with a jawbreaker right on the top rope. And Mike Mexico gets thrown right in unceremoniously. Mike Mexico with a kip up. Now what's going to happen? Chad Miller now stomping away on the knee of, well, on the ACL of Trey Steele. So far, this has been all in the favor of Big Business. Big Business has been doing well. Big Business.